Hey everyone, it's Savannah, and today we are going to be touring my complete Kidcore school theme island called Lunchbox. I'm really excited to be sharing this island with you. It's been a long time in the making on stream, so thank you to everyone who's been following along with the streams and helping me build this island. Just want to quickly mention that I did create my own flag on this island, and I do have a video on my channel explaining how I have made flags. So if you're interested in making your own island flag, I'll link that video below for you. So here is the map for Lunchbox. As you can see, the dream address is listed below, so feel free to follow alongside with me. My villagers for this island are Dizzy, Pate, Nana, Dom, Peanut, Mary, Joey, Tad, Gala, and Stitches. So let's go ahead and get into the island. Now, as you come off of the airport dock, you are, of course, meted with a school bus. I also set this island during a time where there is a beautiful rainbow in the background, and I'm obsessed with having a rainbow in the DA. I just think it's such a cute, fun touch, and it's not that hard to get it. I made a very lovely school bus right at the entrance, and I'm gonna show y'all where you would actually be waking up over here at resident services. This resident services is completely blocked off, so you do need to just walk forward, and you're of course greeted with a bunch of presents. I left some little toys and outfits, and of course some backpacks, so be sure to grab your backpack before you walk around my school island. Resident services is meant to serve as the island library, so there is a book return out front and just a bunch of stacked books. Also, we have our tricycle parking, of course. Across from res services, we have a small soccer field, and I just needed something playful to fill this area in, and I believe this is one of the first things we did on this island was make this tiny little soccer field, and it kind of just set the tone for the rest of the island. Now, moving back here towards our entrance, I will walk you along this way, and over here we have our school and shopping district area. So down here I made a book fair setup. So that is one of the best things I can remember about school is when it was the book fair day and you just got to go to the library and be surrounded by lots of new exciting books. I remember everyone taking the books they would get back to the classroom, and it was like, ooh, what did you get? Hey, look at my new book. And it was just really exciting. So I wanted to bring that onto this island. And of course, I'm obsessed with pastel. So I just thought all of these items together were really cute together. Over here, we have just some little duckies crossing the street. And once I did this, I just went little toy duck crazy on this island. So there's tons of toy ducks scattered around, so be sure to squeak as many as you can because it's a lot of fun. So if we move along this way, you're met with Abel sisters, and I kept it pretty simple and just added some little toys around it. And then across the street from Abel's, we have a little post office area, and I actually moved my mailbox over here too, which I think was pretty cute as well. Now, moving along this way, my peninsula has been turned into the school bus gas station. So it's even operated by a cute little squeakoid because I had to mix in gyroids on this island as well. They kind of do everything for the little baby students. Now, moving along this way, we have Nook's Cranny, and I thought of this being as kind of like the school store, so it's really just kept kind of like a shop, but I just added in a bunch of little dropped elements, and the sidewalk chalk patterns on the street throughout the island I think are really fun as well. Now, moving along this way, we have a little transition area, and then This is above the duckies crossing the street that we saw before, and this is kind of like the carpool lane pulling up in front of the school. So my house on this island is actually decorated as the school. The house is completely decorated, and I will have a separate video showing you all of that if you want to check that out. But next to the school, we also have this little playground area that you can interact with. Now, moving up this way, we have an incline that will lead you to some kind of like faux indoor-outdoor building areas. And I think of this as like an extension of the school. So over here, I've made a little kind of study area. So it's just a really cute, simple filler area. And then if we move up here, we have the nurse's office, which I had to include on this island. I love all the pink used here as well. And this was a surprisingly fun build for me to do. So let's continue this way and head up this incline into the art classroom. There's a dropped present for an outfit. You can wear it in the art classroom. And this build was a lot of fun. I discovered an item that I didn't know existed. This item that is displayed on the bottom on the ground with all these kind of like, to me it looks like paint swatches. I didn't know that this item existed, and it was a fun discovery on this island, and it quickly became one of my favorite things to just drop around. So I think that this build was a lot of fun, and of course we have the squeakoid included once again. Okay, so I've brought us back towards resident services because I think that the neighborhood is best viewed coming this way through it. So this is one of my favorite parts of this island. I just love the view you can get here. You can see all the way up to the third cliff, and it just creates for a lot of really lovely villager interactions. I love to see them on the different cliffs, and it's just like such a lovely view of the island. This is one of my favorite builds ever, maybe. Just really wanted to make a lovely viewpoint on the island, and I love how vibrant and colorful this space is as well. So definitely one of my favorite parts of the island. So once we cross the bridge, you are entering the villager neighborhood, and I think of all the villagers on this island as students. So they're all quite young, quite kiddie. So let's get into it. So on this first lower level, we have Pate and Joey's houses. And by the way, all of the villager homes are customized on the exterior on this island. So yeah, that was another fun thing we did on stream as well. To the right of Joey's house here, there is also a way to get onto the beach, and I have just like a cute little sandbox displayed there. And we also have a gyroid taking a shower right off the beach, which is just a very fun, quirky thing on this island. So let's move ahead up onto this second tier. And here we have Gala and Mary's houses, and very pink. Mary has a bit of a little crafting area displayed over here. And then moving alongside to the left of Gala's house, here is that second bridge, and it brings you over to a cute little picnic spot where you can have some milk and cookies. So let's move back up this way and go up onto this third level of our neighborhood. And here we have Nana and Peanut's houses. Nana has a very purple aesthetic, and then Peanut is all pink. So Peanut also has kind of like a children's kitchen setup here. And I thought that this strawberry milk carton was a very cute item. If we move alongside Nana's house, there's a way to get out to visit this pergola, and somebody left their piggy bank here and a bunch of money, so feel free to grab that when you visit. And then you can just kind of wander through this pergola. Now, in between Nana and Peanut's house, there is a little playground, but first let me show you this. So to the left of Nana's house, I wanted to make kind of like a highway build. So on the left there, you see some kind of fake apartments we tried to create on stream. I have dubbed this build Sesame Street Place because it's just very colorful and unlike anything in real life. The level that you see all of the kids' tents up on is meant to be like the rooftops. So they have like a rooftop pool, a little umbrella all set up there. And I think this build turned out really cute. It's the first time I really tried to do anything like this. Now, if we move along to the left here, this is over by that art classroom and the nurse's office. And I have this leading into kind of a fake tunnel. So that's how I've been able to transition this area and make it kind of flow once you move into other parts of my island. If we come down here, and this will kind of sneak us back over to where we need to be. If you go down this incline, I have a little cafeteria kind of walkway, and this was a fun build for me to do right behind resident services. So yeah, just lots of layered items, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. So now let's bring us back up to our villager neighborhood, and let's check out this playground over here. So really simple, kind of kept with the aesthetic of the other playgrounds I have made on this island. So I did the dirt path and then lots of these cute pastel Kidcore tiles mixed in throughout, and then lots of toys, dropped items. You really can't go wrong. So let's continue through the playground, and we're met with, of course, more villager homes. So here we have Stitches and Tad's homes. Now Tad has a cute little basketball court set up at the end of the street, and then Stitches has a nice little sitting area. I had to put a massive teddy bear in Stitch's yard, okay? I just had to. Next to Stitch's house, we have a little field trip school bus, but I'll come back to that. First, let's continue checking out the rest of the neighborhood. In back of the school bus, you'll find a little garden. And another benefit of having a rainbow during your DA is that it means it has recently rained on your island. So everything is sparkly, which I also love in my DAs. Here we have Dom's yard, and Dom has just a nice pink and red color palette aesthetic going on. A little workout area for him since he is a jock villager. And then next to Dom, we have Dizzy's home, and Dizzy just has a cute little blue aesthetic going on in his yard. And of course, I had to include the elephant watering can and the elephant slide, just like I had to put the froggy chair in Tad's yard. I just love trolling my villagers, don't you? Here we have, at the end of the street, we have a construction zone, and this was just a fun build that I'd never tried, making a construction zone, and I thought that it would be fun on this island because I could kind of kidify it and put like toys mixed in too. And this is another one of those papers, just like the one in the art room. I just love this item. This is another customization for it, and I had no idea this item existed. I love it. It's amazing. So anyway, let's continue back on over here, and I'll show y'all this field trip destination. So this is something I knew I wanted to do on this island, was have a warp pipe teleport you to a field trip. So it's like you're going on a field trip on my island. So all you have to do is hop onto the school bus here, and then we're gonna be traveling to another part of the island, which is our field trip area. So over here I have displayed my campsite, and then moving to this lower cliff we have the museum. I do have a speed build on my channel of me creating this whole entire field trip destination area. So if you're interested in seeing that, I will also link that video below. But basically the concept for in front of the museum is that it's kind of like set up as a dig zone, and this is where like the students would come and learn about fossils and go to the museum. So I just thought that this was a really cute idea, and I needed to tie in my museum and campsite somehow. To continue our tour, just hop right back into the work pipe and you'll be brought back to the main island. Surprisingly, that brings us to the end of today's island tour. I hope you guys enjoyed this island and are able to take some inspiration from it when creating your next Animal Crossing island. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to hit the like button and subscribe for future channel posts. If you want to see more of this island, make sure you check out my home tour where I'm going to show you the interior of the whole school on this island. Let me know what part of this island was your favorite in a comment below. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye!